Last part of this is the gauge options. You know, sometimes you look at these gauges and you say, well, what can you do as a manufacturer to make it easier for me? Years ago, I would go into companies like Cummins Engine. I don't know if you guys recognize Cummins Engine, big diesel manufacturer, but I'd go into their strain gauge lab and they had about as many people as we have in this meeting. And you go in there today and you might see 2 or 3. So companies over the years have sort of downsized on the amount of people they have dedicated to experimental testing. And what that means is that they're pulled in more directions. So anything we can do as a manufacturer to make it easier and less time consuming, the better. So these options are kind of geared that way. This is a W option, very popular on our WK series gauges, but it makes the lead attachment easier. This is the option E, which is an encapsulating film. Option SE, which is solder dots and encapsulation. And this is option L, which is a soft copper ribbon lead. And this is option LE, which is soft copper ribbon leads and encapsulation. And oftentimes, too, we put on bigger cables. This is an option P, which adds on 10 feet of cable. So all you have to do is glue the sensor down. And this one is an option P2, which is also 10 feet of cable connected directly on the CEA series strain gauges. And that's a good picture of one of our CEA series gauges with the option P2. Now the gauge that we're going to install today is basically a CEA with a P2, and I'll pass a couple of these around. But we've actually gone one step further. And the one step further is that now we've added a protective coating over the top of it. So now it's got an RTB silicone rubber. It's actually a Dow Corning 3140 silicone rubber that's applied over the top. And now all you have to do is glue the gauge down and you're done. And these are going to come in a variety of sizes. We've got mostly it's going to be linears. But we've probably got about a dozen different gauges where we're going to add this option to it. We're going to call it a new series. It's going to be known as a W2A, but it's a pre-coated, pre-cabled strain gauge. And all you have to do is glue it down.